Opportunity is still there, but where our window of opportunity is narrow. A virus can have more powerful consequences than any terrorist action, and that's true. And if the world doesn't want to wake up and consider this enemy virus as public enemy number one, I don't think we will learn from our lessons.
When are you going to take this serious? The COVID-19 novel coronavirus is spreading. It cannot be contained. This deadly military weapon is silently spreading right here in the United States.
Seem to think it is only a matter of time until the coronavirus starts to spread through communities here in the United States. The Centers for Disease Control says it is preparing medical personnel on how to contain the spread of its flu-like illness. So far, 34 coronavirus cases have been confirmed in the U.S., but there have been more than 76,000 worldwide, the vast majority in China. And overnight, there was a huge surge of cases in South Korea.
Clearly, COVID-19 coronavirus cannot be contained, especially since this world is full of selfish people.
Sir Ronnie Goldman is with me now from Omaha, Nebraska by way of Skype. And Jerry, good afternoon to you. One of those stranded in Japan. Thank you for being here. How's your husband? I understand he is not well. Does he have this virus, Jerry?
We're hoping to hear in the next hour, as for myself too. So we do not know yet. We were tested in Japan and never got the results back, and we made up the story that we were clear. And then on the flight overnight, he came down with a fever.
Bragging on national television that lied. She is not the only one. Check out this.
You know, official, you can't leave, but if you tried to go out the front door with your luggage, security would stop you. If you went out with your backpack and your sightseeing, not a problem, I thought. Then they did what they should have done to start with. They did a swab in the nose, swab in the throat. But there's 200 and some odd of us. Now by now it's the 15th of February there. 16th of February there. So how long is it going to take to get those results back? Because nobody's moving until those results come back. And I got an engagement on the 20th of February. And I speak on suicide prevention. So not only is it my paycheck, but you know, sometimes when I speak, you know, it's just enough information where somebody's depressed and suicidal, just enough to keep them alive. So I thought, you know, I'm out of here. I'm going to get my bag. So I walked around the entire hotel, see what security looked like. Picked all the muckety-mucks with security are at the front gate. All the peons are on the back gate. So out I go the back gate with my luggage. My plan was if they stopped me and really wouldn't let me go, I was going to take it back to my room, just remove whatever I couldn't live without, and leave my bags in the room, take my backpack sightseeing. But security tried to stop me, and all I just said was no. You must leave your bags. No. What is your room number? No. Because I wanted it, if I got stopped at the airport, I want to be able to come back and have a room. You must tell me your room. You must leave your bags. No. You must. I go, unless you're going to arrest me. And I'd already called the Uber. And over there, it's like this little three-wheel tuk-tuk. You know, it's like a Briggs & Stratton engine and a big sweaty guy and no doors, no place for luggage. I'm holding my luggage like this. And I got to tell you, I would have gone piggyback on him on foot to get to the airport. So I get to the airport and I chose Emirates because some people have been turned away from the airport by a discount airline. I think the discount airline figured passengers are going to cheap out. I bet you anybody who makes a last-minute reservation on EVA is somebody who's trying to flee the country, and sure enough, they turned it back. I thought, you know what? I'm buying Emirates for twice the price, and I bought the upgrade on top of that just for a little extra comfort. Sailed right through. Bangkok, one question. Been to China? No. Dubai, no questions. Here? Been to China? Nope. fine, you're done.
When are you going to take this COVID-19 bioweapon serious? When? When this comes to your neighborhood streets. Or when flu patrol comes knocking on your door. Again. When are you going to physically get ready for this life-changing event that is going on right now? Look, there is no containing this deadly virus.
Around the world are trying to contain the spread of this deadly strain of the coronavirus.
Yeah, right now, the number of people infected continues to grow. McCullough Medina live in the newsroom with the very latest numbers. McCullough?
Hi, good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. We are closely watching a new development right here in L.A. County. Health officials closely monitoring more than 1,000 people who had traveled to mainland China recently. They've been told to self-isolate, not go to work, not go to school for 14 days. This development comes as the death toll now rises more than 1,100 people worldwide, with 97 of those cases within the last 24 hours in China.
More than 1,000 people under self-quarantine there in California. Overall, there are more than 7,000 people being self-quarantine here in America for 14 days. 575 people in New York. 5,400 people in California. 745 people in Washington State. Georgia has 200 people. Michigan 300 people. 138 in Virginia. 27 in Iowa. 10 in North Dakota. And check this out, folks. Health officials in Alabama, Indiana, Massachusetts, and Texas are also monitoring travelers, but they declined to provide exact numbers. The virus cannot be contained, and 14 days is not long enough. The article even states, "It's like Swiss cheese," said Dr. Gregory Poland. "It is going to leak out. You're just trying to prevent the tidal waves. 14 days is not enough. Even North Korea knows that."
Korea is intensifying its preventive efforts against the coronavirus, saying it has decided to temporarily extend the period of quarantine from 15 to 30 days. According to North Korea's state-run Korean Central News Agency, the decision comes amid an increase in the number of deaths from the virus in neighboring countries, as well as studies that show the incubation period could be up to 24 days. It explained the move is aimed at protecting the safety of the people, adding everyone who lives in North Korea, including foreigners, must abide by the new rules.
So, what do you think is gonna happen after 14 days of any sort of quarantine? When the incubation period is up to 24 days, it is here, folks. And it is only a matter of time before this takes off. That lady and her husband got on a plane to Omaha, then started having symptoms. And then there is Frank King, the comedian who also fled. Sadly, there are more that we are not being told about. Due to HIPAA laws, they don't have to tell the public that there are people right here, right now, in the United States fighting for their life over this deadly virus. A patient at a South Florida hospital was tested for coronavirus. The public remains in the dark. Look, they do not want to cause panic. The article states, "A potential case of coronavirus disrupted emergency operations at a Hollywood hospital on Friday." But nearly a week later, the Florida Health Department won't confirm even that a person was tested. The incident appeared significant. Hospital workers told at least one fire rescue department not to bring anyone to Memorial Regional Hospital's emergency room. And another department offered to wear masks. Health departments across the nation are divided on whether to inform their public when they are testing people who may be infected. And Florida has taken the side of withholding that information from their public. Coronavirus report. All human on Earth will be infected by September 2020. According to one report, all humans on Earth will be infected by coronavirus by September 2020. This is not just a hypothetical report, but it's figures of new infections. Infections and death are relatively same as actual, and the future predictions showing terrible results. On a side note, Yahuwah has the final say-so, and really his report is all that matters. But let us continue. As we can see from their chart, it does not look good. We all know that China has been lying about the total fatalities. But now, we are seeing real numbers of how bad this bioweapon, their disease X, really is. Since South Korea has been hit hard with the COVID-19 novel coronavirus. And those numbers are alarming. Interesting. Of the 2 cruise passengers on the Diamond Princess cruise ship that tested positive just a few weeks ago, now there are 620 infected as of February 21st. Despite stringent containment, now 2 of those passengers have died. Here are some text messages from CDC, Dr. Nancy Messonnier. Some claim this is fake or phony text messages. If indeed these are fake, then why has she not come forward and stated that this was fake? Maybe because this is indeed real? The 18-year-old was allegedly using his father's cell phone and saw the text message. So according to these text messages, there have already been over 1,000 cases of coronavirus inside the US. If indeed true, the government is concealing the truth to prevent panic. We are not being told the truth. This is the same woman that posted a couple weeks ago that everyone should gather a minimum of 2 weeks' food and water for their homes. Then the post was deleted. She was afraid to start a panic. It is here, folks. They not only brought infected people over here in the United States, but they also mixed infected people with healthy people on the same flights. Are you comprehending what is occurring right now on the world stage? So far, over 3,000 medical workers just in Wuhan are infected with COVID-19. Even the head doctor died from the coronavirus. That is so sad. According to the expert, Gabriel Lung, head of WHO, 60% of the world's population could become infected, which at 1% fatality rate, close to 50 million people could die. Sadly, this could very well be true, especially since 40 mobile crematories have been brought into Wuhan to burn bodies. It takes 3 hours to cremate one body. So, 8 can be cremated a day. 8 times 40 is 320 a day. So just with these mobile crematories, which does not include the 49 or so crematories there in Wuhan. 2,240 people can be cremated in a week. With the mobile crematories. My gosh. Does this have your attention now? Look. They are even destroying houses. Once wartime or martial law it being enforced. Anything goes. Pay attention to this following news footage.
News about the coronavirus. A fight is brewing in the city of Costa Mesa over a proposal to possibly transfer as many as 70 infected patients there as early as this weekend. CBS 2 Orange County reporter Michelle Gili is live in Costa Mesa with information on what city officials are doing about that. Michelle.
Jeff, we've just learned about all of this. Just beyond this golf course that you see behind me here on Harbor Boulevard is Fairview Developmental Center. And these gray residential buildings are where the police and fire chief tell me the coronavirus patients could be housed as early as this weekend. The Costa Mesa mayor and city manager have so many questions. First and foremost, safety issues, so much so that a lawsuit has just been filed in federal court to try and block the transport of the patients here to the city of Costa Mesa. Last night, officials began hearing of the plan by the Department of Health and Human Services and the CDC to move between 30 and 70 sick patients, some from the Diamond Princess cruise ship, to Costa Mesa on this state-owned land as early as Sunday or Monday. Fairview Developmental Center has been shuttered in the last month. It sits a few hundred feet from neighborhoods and shopping centers. City leaders say they want to protect their residents.
They want this to spread. Right there in a community with shopping malls. A very public place. But did you catch how they said? Some of those patients were on the Diamond Princess cruise. Some, so where did the other patients come from?
Well, just before we came on air, I spoke to Dr. Margaret Harris by the internet from Geneva. She's on the World Health Organization's coronavirus team.
So we are now seeing spread in countries outside China. As I'm sure you know, before the vast majority of infections were in China. And China, in fact, gave us a couple of weeks, according to the experts, the modeling experts. But now we are seeing that there are more clusters in Korea and in Iran and now in Italy. And this does, and also we're seeing cases that don't have a clear epilink. That means they're not associated with travel to China or to people who are infected. So that is raising the alarm and means we, as our Director General said, the window of opportunity is closing.
Hello. Are you comprehending this? People are becoming infected without having gone to China. Or even without knowing someone who has been to China. Or who has been infected. Hello. If you live in the city, you need to be proactive here. What are you waiting for? Your neighbor to possibly come down with deadly man-made weapon of mass destruction? What if your neighbors are waiting for the same thing? When are you going to take proactive measures to provide for your family? When the stores start limiting how much cough syrup and fever-reducing over-the-counter medications you can purchase? Or when the stores start selling out of toilet paper, paper towels, anti-wipes, and other items? If that is what you are waiting for, if so, it will be too late. Panic shopping has already been occurring in China. People hungry. People falling to their death. Trying to get out of quarantine to get food. And now mass panic shopping is occurring in Milano, Italy. I ask you again. When are you going to take this serious? Don't be like this poor man who is so hungry. He left quarantine to find food. This is just one of many videos of how people are leaving their high-rise apartments to get food.
马上就掉下来了，那你不都回不去了？姓卢，就跟派出所长。卢，哎，这一会儿是得掉下来了，好了，回都回不去了，这样。那个看要求速度能传上。说的怎么？快回去了，你听话。进不去人，关键问题，要进人能给他拽了。这人都能拽着，他家肯定是一个人。给他家门能不能打开呀？叫他没人，你上去。出来了。哎，他是一条腿出来了吧？这条腿屁股都出来了，俩腿都出来了。
People are so desperate to get food or to get out from being shut in their apartments that they are risking their lives. This is terrible, folks. I ask you, are you ready? It's here, folks. Time to get ready. As always, if you need any free DVDs, let us know. FollowersofYah.com. Be blessed.